Hey everybody, welcome back to my autobiography. We're talking about martial arts and this will be part 3. Hope everybody is doing well, training hard, studying. Doesn't matter what style, just practice what you can. And above all, defense, self-defense. Competition martial arts is important. I use competition martial art to test my skills of self-defense. Not, well, yes, unfortunately, in street competitions as well, or at different times I worked in different bars as bartender or doorman, bouncer, if you will. I prefer doorman, more gentlemanly. Uh, Using martial art competitions to test your skills of self-defense. That is a wonderful, wonderful way to test your skills. I could not find my Taekwondo rank certificates, but we're in luck. We have a few other things going on. Way back when, a good friend of mine in martial arts held a tournament. I think the year on this is, I don't know, but this is Master Faribor's Aja in Canoga Park, California. And a certificate from his tournament probably 20 years ago. Here's my rank certificate in Tong Soo-do, signed by Master Ken Firestone, who is now residing in Hawaii, has a school out here in California, and his other instructor, Lester Salvatierra, as the second ranking instructor to certify first degree black belt back then. Of course, things have changed a little bit. 1996 Tong Soo-do tournament. And a few other more trophies you haven't seen yet. Here's some rank certificates. These are the California State Championships. This was the Golden Dragon Karate Championship. Very difficult tournament to even place in. The grandmaster of this tournament, Clarence McGee, ran a very difficult tournament to even place in. So I'm glad I was able to compete as many times at his tournaments. And I think I've won more than that. I think I got a couple first place trophies in there from the tournaments too. And as we come around here, how's my old pair of kickboxing shorts? Way different story. Now, I don't know if you can see in the picture here. This is Grandmaster Nguyen Tung. This is the guy who taught me in Cambodia at Prad El Saray. The unusual thing about this jump kick that he's doing is he's not doing a flying side kick. He's doing this from a standing position and jumping straight in with the blade of his foot to the throat. The other foot trapping the hand, the punching hand, into the leg as he's doing this kick. Very unusual fighter. He taught me what he could at the time. Here he is doing a jump 360 spin hook kick from a standing position. And here's me at the old school as we were backing up. Lots of you have seen that picture on the internet. More California State Championship. So you can see this. Certified, blah, 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 blah. 1994 California State Championships open. Okay, mostly Korean here, but a couple of those. Some more trophies down there. A couple more. This is when me and Satch, now you guys might know Satch from mixed martial arts. God, bad lighting. When we were friends. I don't think we're friends anymore. I'm not sure what happened. Kind of stopped talking. Here is my certificate of international tournament referee since May of 1992. So yeah, I think I know how to judge a tournament or two. A few more side trophies over there. These we'll get into later. Now, a got some other rank certificates here. Again, I think they may be already boxed up. I'm not sure what's going on with those. Las Vegas World Championship match. Sorry about the lighting, is terrible. It's me with my ex-Grandmaster Geryh Fisher, and that's Mohammed Johan Vash, whose names are on my rank certificate. I have been signed by Eddie Flash Newman, Emmanuel Ortiz, Grandmaster Geryh Fisher, Shihan Mohammed Johan Vash, Richard Kinji, and Frank Daniels, who is the father of the world-famous Raymond Daniels. And the system that we had come up with was American Freestyle Kickfighting through PMA Martial Arts, which is, again, through Ken Firestone, PMA Martial Art. We're going to have a school of self-defense, but in a different way. Now, this is one of the fight posters. The person TBA to fight Mr. Ray Wizard that night was me. And let me tell you, Ray put me through a whooping, okay? Now, this gentleman here, Richard Triplett, I ended up fighting him later. And that was a scheduled match. And some of the newspaper clippings from that match are up here. You guys can see them without me messing up the light. Yeah, I shaved WKO into the back of my head. That's a picture with me and Richard. And Richard, look at the size of that guy compared to me. That guy was huge, man. I had no business. But I had him down a couple times. But he still won the match greatly. It's a certificate of recognition with the World Karate Organization. Now, here's the night that I won title belt. And here's a cat that is demanding attention and is going to probably be bothering me if I don't give it attention. Hey, cat, T, at least smile for the camera. Yeah, well, you're purring for the camera really nice. But this is T. T's been with me for a while, about 5 years now. There you go. A smile for the camera, buddy. Good job. If I could just get past it, it would be great. This is the night on the fight card. Excuse me, sir. Okay, good, he's down. Right there. Okay. So as I said, I fought a lot of great people. And I met a lot of great people in this sport. I've done it a lot, you know. And unfortunately, due to my injuries now, I can't do it at all. I train how I can, when I can, where I can. Here's a first degree black belt certificate through the Pacific Unified Martial Arts, which was basically Japanese and Korean mix. Now, here's the fight card for when I fought Richard. Or the fight poster, I should say. Well, fight card, either way, whatever you want to call it. A lot of those medals that you saw hanging on the trophies, okay, they belong with these certificates. But I'm making some changes here, so everything is getting boxed up here. It's probably one of the reasons why I need to share this with you guys more. Keep your dreams strong. As I mentioned probably in an earlier chapter, I came from a very, very bad situation as a youngster. And it really seemed like I was going to have no direction. I mean, there was a couple of schools that said the same thing, you know. And I laugh now because basically my trophy case, yeah, repainting the ceiling here. The trophy case is, my trophy case is bigger than all three of the schools put together. Yes, it felt good to become an overachiever. And hopefully my city here that I live in is proud of me, realizing if anybody's watching this, that not only have I become an actor. Oh, I wanted to talk about that. Let's talk about that real quick. To cat to do that many martial art tournaments and this many competitions, your body is going to go through a lot of pain and a lot of damage. It's not like today's tournaments, point tournaments, no offense, not all point tournaments are like this, don't get me wrong. But a lot of point tournaments have changed because of insurance purposes. They can't allow contact or full contact. And the lightest of touches will get a person disqualified. Good, if there's no face contact. And I'm sorry, I don't understand why black belts are not allowed to have face contact in a lot of today's tournaments. The insurance can't be that crazy. Oh yeah, here's another one of Fari Bors's certificates. In 1980. 80 or 81. I can't tell. We'll get to it later. Where was I? Oh, so that's one thing martial arts will do to you. Make your brain dead if you take enough kicks to the head. Keep your hands up. Oh, that's why we have the headgear, right? Okay, gotcha. Today, point contact, light touch. I'm sorry, I've had every finger, every toe, every rib broken at least twice. In my very first black belt match, I did not realize growing contact was open, and I took one straight to the sisters, if you know what I mean. And I wasn't really wearing that great of a cup because I didn't know that thing was a legal contact area at the time. And that's how tough our open tournaments are, is that in a Japanese tournament, if you were too stupid, or in any tournament technically, but especially with the Japanese because of the front snap kick to the growing area, if you didn't block that or didn't expect it, you're eating the ball of a foot right to your own ball, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, you're going to get injured in tournaments. And at that point, you can't go into a movie and think that you're going to be able to move and react the same. Your body's injured. You can't be doing those high jumps anymore and those high flying kicks anymore. Your body doesn't work that way anymore. You might be able to knock everybody else on set out, but that's not what you're there for. That's not what you're there for at all. There to make a film, there to make a movie. And when I first started this martial art game, of course, for self-defense, I figured, well, of course, that's a given. But to think that I wanted to do this to be a martial arts actor and star, and then by the time I got there, I couldn't do it anymore. And that's the reality of it. This is the cat's room. Real quick pass. It's kind of a mess right now, so I didn't want to pass the camera too fast on it. And some of you are going to slow motion every little thing. Oh, yeah, there's this guitar. Yeah, there's this amplifier. Some other things. Here's the fireplace. Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm just messing around with you. Let's get back to the real of this. I'm actually kind of in a good mood tonight, so having a little fun with this particular video. Keep your dreams alive, people. You can do this. If I go down in history as the unknown champion, that will be cool. That would be great. The one that either nobody had ever heard of, or they didn't know what became of, or the ones back home who didn't understand everything that it took to get where I am in the martial art community. Yeah, there's a few other who don't like me. And for those who don't like me in martial arts, reflect back on why. The real reasons why. Do I need to bring a couple of episodes? I will start with the last one, which would be the Inglewood Park Casino incident. And for those watching this video, know what I'm talking about. Hey, I didn't start that, but I did finish it. And hopefully now it is squashed and done before anybody else gets squashed and done. Didn't mean to throw that in there, but say. An incident where I'm still angry at a certain martial artist who is relatively famous today, who punched a 15-year-old child in the chest over somebody else's lie. Yeah. I still hold a grudge. Call me petty. I could hold a lot worse things. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks for tuning in on this video. The next video is something really, really cool to show you guys. Again, like and subscribe if you want to. I'm not going to bombard you with videos. I don't do that. But this next month, I will be presenting a few more episodes of the autobiography. Again, I really appreciate the actual on the street. This is what's causing me to do this. I'll say it pretty much on almost every video. This is what's causing me to do this. People on the street saying, you have such an interesting life. Why aren't you writing a book or talking about this or telling people about this? And I didn't think it was just my life. I didn't think it was all that interesting. But people are saying, no, between the martial arts, the music, the acting, the animals, every other thing that you're doing, and you've done it by yourself, and in the position that you came from, how you started, and what you're going through to keep this all together right now, whether it be your health issues or anything else. I appreciate that support, and if this works out and this autobiography does work out, then hopefully everybody gets a good read out of it. Hopefully it makes a lot of people happy and you learn from it. I say again, keep your dreams alive. You can do something wonderful with your life if you even came from nothing. Even, I don't think I've ever said it like this before, but knowing that from day one in this world, I was kind of on a diet. When I was old enough to understand this, when I realized that I was on a downward spiral from day one, I realized what I was going to need to do to get out of that downward spiral. When I finally got there and got to ground level, I could have stayed at ground level, and that's fine. But I had to do more. It was in my heart. I wanted to do more. I loved teaching kids martial arts and adults martial arts, and so much so that I would go to the tournaments and I would show other schools and other systems certain tricks or techniques that I picked up over the ages and stuff, help their kids out a little bit, with a new technique or something. And it was a pleasure. And hopefully some people who remember that see these videos and remember that you're part of those memories. All right, guys, I'm out. Have a wonderful time. And be safe. Wear a mask. I hate to say it, but wear a mask.